Hey, chat. Welcome in, everybody. We have some Nocturin SMP lore today. I know I'm really excited for it. We, we are going to be joined with Kron and Radio today. I'm just making sure everything is all set up for... I keep forgetting Uwu is on my end. Uwu, buddy. I'm just gonna like... There you go. In the beanbag. Yeah, like right there. Okay, there we go. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun with some Nocturin today. I'm, as always, so happy to have Construct's cute little motions. God, he's pretty. Let's do a quick test to see how lag is. We're gonna do a quick 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I? Oh, I don't think I've it up on here. Shit. That's important. Why is chat not on here, though? Something I'll have to figure out later. Oh, it's because chat's giant. Where is chat? Y'all? Okay. Damn, I missed chat. But I did want to show you some cool things real quick. Okay, now I can test. But okay, yeah. Lag is pretty decent. I did want to show you. We got a new GUI. It is so freaking cool. Look at this. Look how cool this is. It's so pretty. It's so irrelevant. It's just aesthetic. But it looks so nice for Construct. Especially when they're standing up. It has all the different... It's just cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. But let's go say hi to Connie. I'll see y'all in a second. Ugh, my neck's killing me. I realize I fell asleep at my desk. Let's not tell any of the others and it will be fine. For now, I should check my mail, get those things done. Wait. Vale, yes. Let's not forget that again. It was so close to Wonder accidentally seeing something they shouldn't the other day. On the bright side, I finally got around to organizing my room a bit. Maybe I should put the papers away too, at least some of them. Yeah, that's probably smart. Okay, see? Nice and organized, everything's taken care of. I was supposed to do something today. Do I have a... Oh, right. Meeting with Electo. Okay. Why is my handles slippery? Weird. Let's go down. Ugh, is that butter? Kieran. Why is there a blue sheep in my office? Okay, I don't want the butter going bad in my pocket. Let's go quickly put that away. Ask Finn to pick up her pet with Miles too.
Stuffed animal pet, same thing. Is there any butter in here? Okay, yes. Lovely. Butter has been put away. Ugh. I'm not awake enough to deal with this. I don't... I'll just ask one of the castle workers to clean that up. Okay, I have to meet with Elected today. Wait, the streaks... they said it sounded nice. Is that positive, or were they just being polite? I don't trust those meat cakes at all. Who are you? No, hi Freckle. No, I'm not gonna have a blue sheep in my office. I don't know who you are. I don't know why you're here. I do know. You're gonna be Miles's problem. Not mine. Goodbye. I'm gonna eat the rest of the pudding. Hey buddy, let's get you more on the desk. I know, I haven't had you around lately. I'm sorry. Kieran's been around a lot lately. Maybe I should at least clean up some of this before I get another lecture. Okay, that's taken care of. Everything's all cleaned up here. How about I grab that poppet, just to be safe? Listen, after having my host said I'm too molten lava once, I don't want that to happen again. Ugh, I'll need to make a... Do I have any mending books on me? I think I have... Yep, I do. Mending... Do I have any unbreaking? No, okay. I have an anvil downstairs I can enchant it with. I don't want to deal with that pain again. That hurt. A lot. Constructs protection. Okay, yeah, that's how I spell everything. And you can be in my pocket. See if I can get some unbreaking later. I guess I should head off. Being late would not be the best. Maybe I can even collect some supplies. I hate these doors with a burning passion. They're a nightmare to deal with. A hassle in general. Hello, ma'am. Wait, shit in town. Smile, everybody. Maybe I can get some watermelon juice. Yeah, melon juice sounds nice. I walked right past it. Okay. It's fine. It'll be a simple Yes, I know we need new doors. It's been a nightmare to deal with. Okay, we have some melon juice so I can relax until the others come. No, I mean, Electa seems nice. That felt like a lie coming out of my mouth. Electa seems enjoyable to be around. I can sit here. I guess. God, I hate these tables. But yes. I, it'll be fine. I don't know what table they want to actually sit at. Electa, I think, used they as pronouns, right? That's proper methods? Okay. I'm not misgendering someone. It's fine, social situations. I can handle this.
Construct.
Uh, hello, Electo. I see you brought Ganymede with you.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello,
I
Ganymede.
hope that's all right.
Yeah, I have no issue with it.
Well, good afternoon. That is the term, yes?
Yes, that is the proper term to use, and good afternoon. I...
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ganymede. Well, it's good to see you both. If you want anything, let me know and I'll happily get it for you too.
What are our options then?
Matters if you want alcoholic or non-alcoholic, but there's kelp cider.
Something with a high alcohol content?
Yes.
Mead would probably be your best choice then,
All right.
if you want that high content. Even though there is some cider that isn't horrible as well.
High content. High content.
Understood. How much do you two want?
Yeah. We'll start with one and see how this conversation goes.
Understood. Well then.
Do they sell garlic bread here?
They
You
do.
just said you made some.
Yeah. Still. Oh no.
Oh, that was the carpet.
Sorry.
No worries. Not my establishment. But here's the mead.
Ooh.
It's a honey-based alcoholic drink. Pardon?
Ooh.
Drinking as well.
Yes, but non-alcoholic myself.
I'm not going to force you to drink something you don't want to. Where should we sit?
Would you rather sit at a table or at the bar?
I'm fine either way.
Then how about a table? Here?
Tables are good. Oh. I am so short. So short for the tables here.
Just a little.
This is hardly fair.
Oh. I'd rather
Uh,
sit on the table.
Kinda. There we go. Perfect.
So, Construct, why
Yes.
exactly did you invite me here?
A couple of reasons, actually. I wanted, firstly, to learn a bit more about blazes, especially in a medical sense. I'm sadly uneducated on how they function, so being able to understand them better, so hopefully I can provide services to you and Ganymede in the future would be nice.
So, you invited me to a bar for drinks and want to find out about my physical functions.
Yes, yes, is that something I shouldn't have done?
I'm going to be honest, Doctor. I'm not interested, and I don't think you could handle me.
uh, d- d- pardon?
Take your time. You can parse it.
Electo?
Yeah.
You love, I'm not interested in, I,
I think I broke them.
You did. It seems that all they can do now is hold a shovel because they're digging themselves a deeper hole. Does that
This
mean?
was me trying to be polite about
Oh,
it.
apologies, that was not my intentions.
Oh.
I'm not interested in people like that. I was genuinely just curious about how places worked in general.
So a professional insight.
Yes, completely. I apologize for the misunderstanding.
was that note, that line of questioning? Oh, goodness.
Huh?
You're not the least socially educated bishop I've ever seen, at least.
I admit I have my strong suits and my downfalls. And one of them is in social situations.
Mhm.
I do apologize for the misunderstanding and any discomfort it may have caused.
I just meant to make my own intentions clear.
That's
Very
kind of why I
appreciated.
tagged along.
Oh,
I'm a
that
very good
explains.
cock block. Did I do a good job?
Wonderful, Ganymede.
Wonderful. Good.
Understood. No, that is not my intentions. I am so sorry.
If you need help with social stuff like letters, I can help.
I'm fine. I'm typically not in charge of those kinds of things.
Okay.
But thank you. No, I was professionally curious about how blazes worked, and I was also curious what Convectra was like before everything happened.
Well, you're going to need to be more specific about your first question, but I'd be willing to answer the second.
Mm-hmm. Okay. For my first, a good basis to start with is how do you patch wounds for blazes?
I am not an expert in such things, however. Heating the afflicted area and pouring in a substitute for the cracks tends to be a common method. Yes.
I really want to boop your nose right now. I'm so sorry.
You can boop my nose.
Yes. Boop. Here, you can continue.
You can see on my own face there are black, almost scars. That is a compound primarily of onyx that has been melted and reformed to help reshape my faceplate.
I see. So you use onyx. What about you, Ganymede?
A lot of the stuff that I end up using to fix myself, I guess some sort of quartz mixture, normally. But I don't get cracks. I'm very careful.
Understood. I want to know what you two use so I can have anything in case of emergencies.
Well, amber's so hard to make in Convectra. I don't... How hard is it to make here?
It's doable. It's not the easiest compound, but I can work on it.
If actual replacement pieces were necessary, you'd want those preferably of content similar to what we are already constructed of.
And that maybe?
In my case, it is a malachite porcelain. In Ganymede's, an amber porcelain.
Understood.
What about you?
Yes, it appears to melt quite quickly. Apologies for that.
I understand. It was a misunderstanding. No harm was actually intended.
No. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I hold no hostility towards you.
That's good. I'm not good with hostility.
But I'm made of multiple compounds. My base structure is made out of plastic, where I have artificial skin, fur, and hair on top of it to seem more organic in nature. Well, it's an easily melted plastic. It has its other uses. It's fairly bendable at points, which means I'm not that great for physical fighting, but it's highly durable against magic.
Except for fire magic, I guess.
Sometimes not. Temperatures aren't my most closest friend.
Yes, you seem to run incredibly cold for a, lack of a better word, construct.
Yes, I have no purpose to run warm. I have the ability to increase my temperature, but I typically don't do that unless there's a reason.
Oh. That's weird.
That is weird.
How so?
How do you manage to keep running, then?
I don't think I fully understand your question.
Continue to process, to, in an organic word, be alive.
How do you feel yourself?
It's just... I don't understand why that would have anything to do with my temperature.
Then what does it have to do with?
I mean, a couple of different factors, but my body simply. One, it's blessed by my god, but past that, the way my body functions is the magic running inside of it. Pure liquid substance, but it's just liquefied magic in a manner. It's
Apologies for being crass, but
Hmm.
if the magic flowing through you isn't flame, what is it?
and it's not grass. I don't understand it, why it would be, but it's a baseline magic. It isn't supposed to be any. It's not supposed to be any specific type. While it has some hints of the magics I more properly use, there's no specific magic it's supposed to be.
Just neutral.
Yes, neutral.
Then how do you maintain homeostasis? Like, does your magic not need fuel?
It does in a manner, but I find other ways to feed it.
That's weird.
Yes, very weird.
Simply just a different way of functioning.
I suppose. How about another round, Doctor?
Of course.
Oh, I haven't drunken this one.
Would you like more meat or would you like to try something else?
Up to you, Ganymede.
I like this one.
Understood.
Oh, man.
Oh. You having troubles?
No. Maybe. It's fine. It's fine.
What's wrong, Spark?
No, nothing's wrong.
Turns out nicely, doesn't it?
It does. Oh, I haven't had proper alcohol in forever.
It's nice, much more efficient.
Is nothing any stronger, though?
Not sold here. We do have stronger alcohols, just not at this establishment.
No. Man.
No, we'll find you something you can properly burn up later, then.
Okay.
I have a friend that's gotten into making alcohol. I could see what she can make for you if you want.
Ooh, yes, please.
I'll ask her about it.
But did you have further questions about our anatomy?
Oh, yes, I did actually.
Mhm.
So, you were talking about fire magic. Is that how you properly run?
Yes.
Can you tell me a bit more about it?
Well. Ganymede, do you want to field this one?
Oh, yeah. Okay, of course. I forgot what the question was.
I'm just curious about how your magic, how it, especially since it's fire related, how it properly works with your bodies. Why is it fire itself, if you're aware? What is the purpose of it and how And how does it benefit you?
Okay, I'm probably gonna forget at least half of those questions while I'm talking about the first one.
That is fair.
Okay, so the fire magic in relation to our bodies and how it works.
Yes.
So again, this is a little crass, but we each have little cores, you know? They burn up the fuel that's around them, and it keeps our bodies warm. It keeps us moving. You can't really move if you get too cold, you know?
I didn't.
Or at least it's really hard. I normally run really hot, so being up on this mountain makes it really hard to actually move around.
It's frigid here.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize.
I need some space heaters.
Yes, definitely.
Mhm.
Maybe a few lava plumes.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
I bet if you mentioned it to Azalea, she'd happily have that start appearing here. She's been
The
complaining
shorter
about it
one,
being cold.
right?
Mhm.
Oh, she has been complaining about that.
Yes, I know she was talking to me the other day about adding a lava pool into the castle.
Ooh, that'd be nice. I love lava.
I have no issues with it as long as there's proper safety precautions around it so people don't actually accidentally fall into it.
Yeah, that would make sense. I'm
It's
sorry
an
again.
accident.
I know, but I feel bad.
It's okay, I'm all repaired now.
I know, but
See? No blame held.
As long as it does not repeat, it is okay.
I don't intend to repeat it, I promise.
I know, I was not saying I thought you were, I was just informing you.
It's just not a good impression to make on a bishop, you know?
No,
Bishop.
not particularly.
You keep calling me and some of the other leaders that. Can you explain that to me?
Well, you're a bishop. You're a leader here, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that term before.
A bishop is a speaker for your queen. A mouthpiece.
We don't have any queens here, though.
As well as handling the logistics. The way you speak of them, it sounds as if your queens, for each of you, are those you call gods.
I can see where you're coming from with that thought process. And while some of it I can agree is correct, I don't feel like that exactly lines up.
How so?
Well, we worship our gods and we do our best to serve them. They don't interfere with our work fully. They're more of a personal connection than a connection to the city we run.
And so long as things go well, it should stay that way. It's not as if a queen has a singular bishop.
I guess I can see what you mean by that. That's an interesting way to think about the situation. Yes?
It just seems strange to run a city with so many different... Well, the council to a point I can understand, but each having a separate god?
It's our choice to worship who we wish. Yes?
Really?
But with that many, wouldn't they fight?
That's what I was thinking.
Right?
What do you mean?
Well, most of the time, people with that kind of power, the queens, the gods, they would fight for dominance, wouldn't they?
There hasn't been any recorded history that I know of them fighting. Each of them have their own place and their own people that worship them and prefer their own different types of worship.
That's weird. That's weird. I don't like that.
Well, you're not worshiping any of them. You don't have to like it. It's not your lifestyle.
Right.
That is just how some of us live here. Not even all of our citizens worship our gods. Some choose not to. It's a personal choice to make, not one that should be pushed upon others.
Sounds as if their dominion is weaker than I thought.
What do you mean weaker than you thought?
Well, if they are the true powerhouses behind this town, then why would people not follow them?
It's simply a choice of free will. They have the choice of following them or not. While they are, as you said, powerhouses, they're very disconnected with the world currently. They will help us sometimes, and other times they have plans that we do not know about that we continue with.
Not that I'm complaining about the amount of free will your citizens have. I think it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an interesting difference, that's all.
Understood. If you want, I could see if I could have you talk to some of the other leaders. Each of us have very different ways of interacting with our gods. You might be interested to learn about it.
Yes, I heard some of how Kieran was talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Bit wishy-washy on that, saying that they must be exalted, and then another point claiming to want to get revenge against one.
What?
That was just intense emotions in the moment.
Ooh.
Oh, there's tea. Don't
Huh?
worry.
You didn't give me it?
You've been here for like 3 days, Ganymede.
I know.
Okay, I'll give you a review later.
Good.
And I told you you could read my logs.
I know.
Okay.
Wait.
All right, then. You had questions about Convectra.
Yes, I did. I was curious about what it was like before this corruption came about.
As a baseline to
Just
compare?
as a baseline, yes, but also just a genuine personal curiosity.
Convectra was always a very warm and chaotic place, regardless of the era we are talking about. Magic is as much a force as it is a physical reality when it comes to Convectra. Pulses of chaotic magic thrumming through. There were beautiful plains of rock and sand, but forests of fungi as well. Currently, well, within the last while, there were quite a few piglin bastions, trading points between them, and small bundles of civilization and settlements, some raiding parties. Honestly, I'd consider it a time between eras.
Mm-hmm.
Eras. How long does an...
It's
Oh,
prosperous.
apologies.
An era is less a matter of time and more a matter of the dominant culture.
Mhm. Then what was the last era like?
It's a bit close to home.
Oh,
Mm.
Regardless, it's been quite a long time since the last
Yeah.
era, if we wish to call it that.
I see.
Convectra for the last while has been little pockets of civilization and people either looking to make things better for one another or take advantage of those who want to work together.
I see. Interesting.
The conflux was one of those areas that banded together.
Uh, so small community-based living.
Yes,
Okay.
before this whole event, there were a little over 30 of us who were in permanent residency in the complex,
Mhm.
though there were some who moved in and out.
Can you explain the event? I haven't had the chance to properly hear it from your point of view.
The switch, the
Yes.
calamity, whatever we're
I
apparently calling it.
heard somebody call it the shake.
The shake, yes, that's another one. The switch and the shake are very common,
Mm-hmm.
it seems. I say common, but there's only 7 of us.
No. Yeah.
I personally used the switch because it was like that, as if a switch was flipped. Magic itself seemed to be acting differently, as if some sort of pattern had shifted. People, without warning, appeared to snap, growing more violent in some cases more obsessed. But the reason for the name the Shake, though, was
Mm-hmm.
the physical tremors that had happened at the same time. As I mentioned before, the world of Convectra is as much made of magic as magic is something that permeates it. With those patterns shifting, the very stones themselves quaked and shaked, and some things were submerged in lava, and others rose above where they used to be.
Interesting. Thank you for...
Calamity of its own.
Yes, apologies. Interesting. I do thank you for coming out and agreeing to answer some of these questions. I've discovered it's a bit hard to contact you convectrons.
Why would that be? All you need to do is go down to the hearth.
I am not aware if I was properly invited to visit there without previous discussion.
Why would you need permission?
It is not my place to enter.
It's open for all, though.
I see. I'll keep that in mind for future reference then.
As I said before, so long as you act by the code, you are accepted.
Your code is fairly easy to follow. I would be shocked if I didn't follow it.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed.
I've seen Electo bash people's heads in. She does it very easily. She's very skilled at it.
You don't need to compliment me.
I know. But I just think it's a good idea.
Well, luckily I don't have any plans of having my head bashed in for not following rules.
Hooray!
Most people don't.
I did want to see if there's anything I could help you with while you're in this city. I want if there's any resources I could help supply you with, anything of the sorts.
I think at this point it's more a matter of information and how the progress on solving Convectra's problem has been going.
It's a work in progress, to say the least. We're trying our best. I myself am struggling to actually be able to properly enter there, so I have to rely on other sources currently until I can make some upgrades.
Well, I realize I'm not an arcanist, but what is your starting point, your theories you have?
I've been bouncing a couple of ideas. Now that I have Miles around, it'll be easier to talk to him about some of them. But currently I'm just trying to see how it spreads, seeing if I can at least either slow it down or find some ways to keep it from infecting more people. While it infects the land, I feel like the people are more important at the moment.
I suppose.
So, there's no ways of it I haven't found any connections of it infecting people through the land itself. I've had some samples. I'll collect a couple of more from different places, but the land itself doesn't seem to be infecting people neither, and we've already clarified it can't spread from one person to another. And I'm trying to figure out if it just infects people from Convectra or if someone from here can be infected by it as well.
Well, what are you gonna do? Stick one of your own people on the other side?
Of course not, but that doesn't keep my own people from happily traveling there.
Right.
So I was
The
trying to
food?
figure out.
I mean, other differences is we have different foods. It's a foodborne illness instead of a... I don't know.
No, that's an interesting concept. I also want to see if it maybe is the air itself, but to test that I actually need to be able to go into Convectra. Which hopefully I'll be able to do
Want me to
soon.
go there and bottle some air for you?
No, I just need to find some adequate changes before I can go there myself.
Do you need help?
I'm uncomfortable with having somebody help me with those changes, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
But hopefully I can... The first situation is I just need to find out how it's spreading. Once I figure out how it's spreading, I can possibly find a way to either remove it or at least slow it down. Or maybe prevent it at the very least.
Hmm. Who are you working alongside with this?
Main person I'm working alongside with this is Miles. Since he's back, it's easier. Kieran provides assistance, but a lot of the times it's just me with some help from Miles.
You don't have a team?
No, a lot of the times I work alone.
Might be time to hire some then. I mean, many hands makes light work.
Yes, but many hands can also be in the way.
Give them different jobs.
It'll be something I'll think about for future reference, but I enjoy working by myself.
Okay, just don't let your pride get in the way of our home.
Of course not.
And with 2 and potentially counting rounds already on the way, you have your plate very full for one person.
If you need help, I can help.
I'll keep that in mind, but I currently have adequate help.
You said you had one person sometimes.
Yes, sometimes I do.
In fact, there are multiple people working on this project, but not together.
Yes,
Does
each of
make
us
me
are...
think about the coordination.
Each of us are looking into different things with this project as well.
But you're not coordinating. That was the problem that they were talking about.
Or Oru or Cyrus. Both of them have offered assistance as well. Though, to be fair, I haven't gotten word from Cyrus in a while.
Well, I was not aware of Cyrus offering assistance. They have not communicated with me about this situation.
Well, you're the leader, aren't you?
Yes, but they are not my people. They're welcome to be, but they are not.
Fair enough.
You're telling me.
Excuse me?
Oh, just my little embers there, flittering and fluttering.
Hmm.
How long have the other people been here?
Going off time, approximately a couple of months. I apologize. I have the issue of being aware of time passing.
We're gonna die here.
Hey. Ganymede?
Yeah? Hi.
I won't allow us to die here. Understood?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I missed. Come back.
But alright, if we're here for the long haul, are there things we should be acquainted with for your world?
What exactly are you referring to?
Natural phenomena that should be obvious. I was just introduced 2 days ago to the concept of rain.
That's terrifying. Rain is terrifying.
Understood. I should probably introduce you to the concept of weather in general. And, seasons as well. Do you experience seasons in Convectra?
Seasons.
That is a no. Understood. Seasons are a natural cycle that happens here. It's one of the many ways to tell time passing in this world. We. It separates into 4 seasons. It shows for the flora and fauna in the world around us. We're currently in summer, which is known as the hottest season. The temperatures are typically the highest around this time.
This is the highest it gets?
In this current region, yes. You could head to deserts and the temperature could be doubled.
That's it?
Yes, I would suggest being cautious. Not this season, but the next, we will have sudden drops in temperature.
How low?
It depends on the year, how much. It really just depends how high we are the year. It can drop from anywhere to 20 degrees below what we currently are to over half of the current temperature.
I don't know what your temperature scale is.
Correct. Okay. So, typically in where we currently are, our temperature can drop. Do you know what freezing is? Have you experienced that yet?
Explain.
So, our water here, when it gets to a certain temperature that is extremely cold, it will freeze over into a solid substance.
It solidifies. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That is one way we describe temperature would be freezing. Trying to find out proper ways to explain this to someone who hasn't experienced it. I don't think taking you to somewhere that currently experiences this phenomenon would be a smart idea either.
No, I'd rather not go dormant.
No,
Dormant?
that doesn't sound fun right now.
Alright, let me explain this simply. If we use flame magic to stay alive, what do you think happens when the temperature drops?
I see. Apologies, I didn't know what you were using for that term.
Which if we do freeze over, please put us in the nearest lava.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor.
Understood. Of course. I'll make sure to keep that in mind.
You could just roll us in. We'll wake up eventually.
I'll keep that in mind. Should I be carrying lava on me for you too?
I have
already
lava.
am.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, we have different seasons where the life around us will die and regrow. It's a continuing cycle.
Like a soul sand pulse.
Yeah. Weird.
Typically, when it gets colder, though, we have different ways of keeping buildings and pathways warm. Because a lot of the different creatures, people that live here, have a tendency not to be able to handle drastic changes in temperature.
So this is the season of flame. The next is the season of cold. And then you mentioned death.
Mm-hmm. The way it goes is, as you're saying, this is the current season of flame. The next is the season. Well, it does get colder. I think of it more as a season of slow decay. It's slowly making its way to our coldest season, which would dormancy or death.
Then.
In a manner, dormancy or death. A lot of creatures will go into hibernation and the likes. And afterwards is our season of life. Everything starts to come back to grow new or wake up. It's also when a lot of the creatures will start having children.
Oh, little.
It is quite sweet seeing a lot of the animals here have kids.
Small. Little shinies.
Oh, I suppose there would be quite a few shinies.
Little shinies.
What's a shiny?
You're shiny, aren't you?
I don't know what a shiny is, so I can't agree or disagree with that.
You want me to explain?
You can explain what a shiny is.
Oh, I love shinies. So, a shiny is a blaze who was born rather recently. They don't have any blaze rods. Or they could have from 0 to 3 blaze rods. After your 3rd blaze rod, you tend to not be considered shiny anymore.
So a child.
I believe
Yeah.
that's the right term, yes.
No, I'm not a shiny.
You have no blaze rods. You seem relatively new to leadership.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't drink alcohol.
I'm not one for alcohol. It doesn't suit me well. My body does not make blaze rods. And the leadership is just a newer position. I've had other positions in my past.
Then what is your designation?
Mm-hmm.
Pardon?
Designation.
Currently, I'm a leader. I don't know what you mean.
You mentioned knowing you had an original designation. What was it then?
That is not a question I'm comfortable answering.
Fine.
But no, I'm not a child, or as you call it, a shiny. Do you want more drinks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would you like another one as well, Electo?
Sure, why not?
Grab myself another.
And how old are you, anyways?
In the improper years, or what people would classify me as?
I don't understand how those are different questions.
A lot of people will... So there's the proper years that pass by, and then the age people would categorize someone as their mental age in a manner, I guess. It's based off of
So,
how...
years versus amount of blaze rock? I don't know.
So
I don't
whatever
think I
one
can
you
do
think
that.
of first when somebody asks you.
I guess I'm rounding up into my 3,000 soon.
Tiny. Small.
Oh, not a proper shiny then.
Big shiny. Big shiny.
I am not a child.
It's a little dulled around the edges.
A little dull, but still pretty shiny.
I am an adult. I'm not a child.
Hmm.
You're not believing me.
Well, I said you weren't a shiny. You're just a big shiny.
I am a proper adult. Yeah.
It's It's not as if much of our species has been produced in the recent millennia.
No.
That's
It's been
fair.
ages since I've even seen a blacksmith around.
Mm-hmm. Comparatively, you're young. I think that's what Ganymede's getting at.
Okay, I can agree to that. Compared to a lot of my species, I am young as well.
So you are shiny!
No, I just have a very long live. No,
Shiny! Little shiny.
Well, he's stuck to you now.
What do you mean by that? What?
Little shiny.
I think he's growing attached.
Okay. I'm not gonna be able to escape being called a shiny, am I?
Well, that's what you are.
No, I just have a very long living species.
Samesies? I'm not shiny. Electo's not shiny. Oh, you would have been so cute, shiny.
Ugh.
Oh,
I don't know why you're so focused on picturing that.
I don't know. It sounds cute. Just small Electo.
I wasn't small.
I know. Shiny Electo.
Not all of us are warm constructs.
No. Still.
Would have been this size just without my limbs, Ganymede.
Oh. Meh.
Bleh.
Meh.
But alright, so in some amount of time, the entire world is going to turn even more frigid. Lovely.
Yes.
Horrifying. Okay.
Any other horrible news?
Along with frigid, the weather, I should inform you of that. Have you experienced rain yet?
No, I've been
Got an umbrella.
lucky, I suppose.
Do you have an umbrella as well, Electo?
No.
I have a spare on me. You can have mine for now.
Alright.
Oh, it
The
matches.
rain is... the rain's just an inconvenience for me. I do not mind getting a bit wet.
Wet.
But along with rain, I'm sure you've already experienced the winds we can have up here.
Yes, wind I've been acquainted to.
One of them almost blew me over.
Oh dear.
I was on the stairs and I was trying to go up, but the wind was going down and I almost stumbled backwards.
I'm glad you did not.
Mhm.
When it
Please
gets...
be careful.
I
when it gets to winter, as you said, season of death, there is a similar thing to rain. Because water freezes over and becomes solid, there's two solid forms it can take. One is very light, think almost kind of the touch of wool, but still the same size as rain. And there's also something called hail, which is a full solid version of it.
So, water ash and water pebbles.
Yes,
Oh.
that is a similar... Yeah, that can work. I myself do not like...
rocks.
I do not like the rocks myself.
Is this umbrella gonna be able to take those?
If you see hail, I suggest staying inside.
Okay.
It's it can, depending on how bad it is, it can be quite damaging.
No.
Yes, I'd prefer not to have to try and undent your head.
My head. I need that. That's what keeps all my noggin.
I know.
My noggin. I got so many thoughts in there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? Like how you're going to try and escape the trials?
Ah!
Trials?
No, I wasn't thinking about that. Not at all.
What trials?
I can read you.
They have a question.
What do you
Birthday
mean?
trials.
Ah.
What are those exactly?
Ah.
They're a bit of a convection tradition.
Oh,
On your birthday or construction day or whatever, it's very multi-species?
when you
Yeah.
were created.
It's a communal thing. People come up to you on your birthday. They can give you gifts and slash, or they can give you birthday trials, which is when they come up to you and they go, "Hey, Ganymede, why don't you, go pick some glowstone off of the roof?" Or they go, "Hey, Ganymede, your birthday trial is to dress yourself up green and act like a lecto for the entire day. You have to do it. You have to do whatever it's from your friends only. You don't have to accept birthday trials
You
from random strangers."
stained so many walls.
I'm sorry.
I am so glad that we do not have that here.
You might
What?
just start. You might just start now that we're here.
Oh, I hope
But
not.
yeah, no, you have to do the trials from your friends because it is a test of your bond of friendship and how much you respect them as people, as well as how much they respect you. Most of the trials are meant to be something that helps you grow as a person. At least that's what I try to do. That's what I try to do. But you know what left does? You know what left does?
What?
Left paints me green and makes me act like a lecto.
I
Do you
have
want
to
to be painted
admit,
green?
seeing you try to pick a fight with Echo with that spear was amusing.
I couldn't pick it up. But anyways, yeah, you have to do it or you're a pussy.
Understood.
Mhm.
So what I'm hearing is, I'm so glad we do not have that here. We have a different custom.
I don't know. When's your construction date?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I trust you with that information now.
Come on.
I'm not sure I trust that information being spread.
Oh.
Oh, come on. It's just a simple piece of information.
Yeah. It's small.
I'm not small. It's coming up in late October. Does that please you?
What's in October?
Right months.
Yeah.
It's time here. Do you know what a month is?
No.
Can you explain how your time passes so I can find the equivalent?
Okay, so I had done the conversion for this before. A convection phase is about 27.3 of your hours.
Okay. Let me do the math for that.
You could just explain it in your own terms.
Okay.
I can do the mathematics.
That could work. So you know our hours. 24 hours equals a day and a night. 7 days and nights equals a week. 4 weeks equals a month. And so,
Alright.
and then of course 12 months equals a year, but
Of
my
course.
my construction date is a little over a month and a half from it now.
I don't think I did my math right. That's
I'm
less
not
than. No,
giving
that's
an
more than.
Yeah?
That's more than 7 days?
Yes, that is more than 7 days.
So, alright, you have years which are 336 days. I can remember that.
Years are 365 days.
That isn't 28 times 12.
What?
Some months have minor differences.
How about you send me a piece of timekeeping? So
That would be the easiest,
Mhm.
yes.
Oh, goodness.
I'll send you I can send you a calendar, how we keep track of time this evening.
Alright. I have
And then we could-
tried to mark things correctly on your log of those going through Convectra, but I don't know if I did it accurately.
That is fair.
And then we could tell you how old we are. Because I really don't know what the years are here.
I would be interested to know how old you are.
When I had done the conversion for phases and days, my age came to approximately 18,500.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Which
I'm older than you, so.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Interesting. Sorry, it's been a long time since I've met someone that long-lived.
So you can understand how 3,000 would be a shiny.
Shiny. So shiny. Not even one blaze rod.
I don't make blaze rods.
Not a single one.
My age isn't shown for blaze rods, it's shown for my antlers.
Oh, and here I thought your excess energy was leaving for your legs.
Oh.
No, that's just some of the mechanics working.
1, 2, 3, 4,
D-
5,
What are you counting?
7. You have 8 little spiky spikes.
That's part of how to tell the age, yes, but you tell the age by how large and how much the antlers have grown.
Huh.
Mhm. Even though it depends, my antlers will. I think I've mentioned shedding to you when you saw the other deer creatures, right?
Mhm.
My antlers don't fully shed like most deer's. Most deer will have the entirety fall off. I just lose the outer shell until that regrows.
Huh. Okay.
Mhm.
Shiny with a job.
What?
Most shinies have jobs.
I know, but such a big job for a little shiny.
But yes, I suppose your sheddings would be comparable to blaze rods then. A marker of age.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Though, of course, some people can lose theirs through generally combat.
Yeah, antlers are the same. They can be broken and taken.
So what does your kind do with your shedded ones?
It depends. I know for mine exactly, not all deer-like creatures, but mine exactly, they're more kept for intimate gifts.
Be fairly intimate, a true essence of yourself.
Hmm.
That would be.
A lot of the times they are crafted into things.
Ugh.
I guess that is not a
Gross.
pleasant thought for you.
No, that sounds gross.
Not particularly pleasant sounding, no.
Blech.
Well, everyone has their own customs.
Yes.
That's weird.
Yes, but they are our hosts.
I know.
We don't have to point out how much of a massive freak they are.
Okay.
But we can.
No. No, that'd be rude.
Oh, I suppose it would be rude.
You don't want to be rude.
I know you don't want to be rude.
I don't want to be rude.
Though I suppose it's a bit different if it's something that can just be brought away from the body.
Yes, when it's removed from the body, it cannot be brought back. Do you have other questions? Yeah? Sorry.
I was going to ask if he had any questions about this place. He's only been here a few days.
I'm happy to
most
answer
of
any.
those days were spent playing with the bees and doing a lot of organization.
I'm glad to hear you like the bees.
They like me a lot. They've given me a lot of their honey
They can be fairly sweet and docile.
and honeycomb.